Go.
Hi, my name is Rosemary, and this is my junk journal for the Bookish Swap. My book is The Secret Garden. I gessoed the title and dabbed gold paint and added a little texture with napkins to change the cover. But this is what the cover is. I just wanted to get rid of the cover. It has 3 signatures. This is the back of the book where you can see more of the original cover. The book is kind of color-coded, pink, green, and blue for the beginning, middle, and the end. I used a few papers from the paper stack Once Upon a Time, and that's how this book begins, Once Upon a Time. I downloaded images from Pinterest. One of them is Tomorrow's the First Blank Page of 365-page book. Write a good one. Well, this is a book, this junk journal is about 60 pages long. It's been made into a pocket. Many tags are made from a page from a book, and it has been punched with the Martha Stewart punch. So that's what you will see those throughout the journal. Page. Here it has been coffee stained and stamped. I used distress ink to add the color that you see throughout the book. This is the title page to The Secret Garden. I gessoed out garden, so it's The Secret. This is an idea I first saw with Denise from Practice Makes Perfect, or Practice Makes Pretty, where an envelope is also a pocket, and you can see there you can put all your secrets in this pocket and envelope. An image from The Secret Garden. Here is a tag. These are parts of the book. The pages really come from 2 books, The Secret Garden and the book The Trumpet of the Swan. This is an embellished paper clip. The girl says, "Lasso up a good book." This is another title page I use, Captain Underpants in the Perilous Plot of Professor Poopy Pants. I used a stamp. It's a tuck spot. I don't get it. It's kind of humor there. Stamping. This is a small pocket from this download of a book. Coffee stained, and you will see this stamp throughout the book. Coffee stained and distressed. These have 2 corner tuck spots. This is an envelope made from a page of the book, and it has been stamped. Here's another tuck spot. This girl, I collect these little stamps that you can put message on. It's a tuck spot. And keep reading. It's one of the most marvelous adventures anyone can have. And again, the back of this, I use perfect pearls to give this Tinkerbell look to this fairy stamp. This is an original page that I glued notebook paper that's been punched. From the Trumpet of the Swans, I used pages because they had so many images, and because the swan communicated with a slate writing. And this is a dedication to a book for Buttercup Gizzard Sniffer with Love. I used a heart punch for that reason, and the pocket is made from another book page. The back of the page. This is an original page, and I just put a tuck spot down at the bottom. I want to thank Hadili Girl 1961 that she talked about using gesso that's been watered down, and I found that I like that effect. I used 2 coats of gesso throughout, so about 80% of this book is made out of pages from the book that have been gessoed. They've been gessoed, distress stained, and you can see the stamp. The 3 signatures all have the same, in the middle, an envelope, and a stamped in the middle, same kind of, you will see it. This is an image where the 3 children are reading a book together from The Secret Garden. These are two tuck spots. Another image from the trumpet of the swan. I added some stamping to add interest. This is the back. This is a belly band, and the belly band has been decorated with some a line from the book. This is suggestions from I picked up from our library. A tuck spot here, and this is another page from the Captain Underpants book. It's about reading and looking for an elementary school science teacher. I couldn't resist because that's what I used to do. This is a double tuck spot. Here's another image. At times I think of myself, drop the book and get stuff done. Then I laugh and turn the pages. Been there. Again, a few pages I picked up at our library. Coffee stain and stamping. You'll see this throughout the page. This is a pocket made from the top of the Secret Garden page, and this is kind of Newbery Medal Book Challenge trivia about them. Some images gessoed and stamped. Another one of my favorite quotes: if you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. Albert Einstein. It's a very long tag that you can decorate. This is a notebook paper that's been punched over a page of the book, and it says Mistress Mary quite contrary, and the back is gessoed and stamped. Another tuck spot. The only thing that you absolutely have to know is the location of a library. Here's this little girl, and I wrote in book list. I had some scrapbook paper that had these long books. I made them into tuck spots, and this is where I put many of my reading quotes about reading gives us some place to go when we have to stay where we are. This is Wind of the Willows, where Badger is counseling Toad. Made this into a side pocket, and it's happening in a library. Kiss a Frog went together with Wind in the Willows. Put some flowers down at the bottom. It's a tuck spot. There you see the Toad. I started coloring his image, and right now coloring is very popular. I thought whoever receives this book could do coloring of the rest of the images. I reinforced that page with the tuck spot. And another page from Captain Underpants to make a long story short. The Perfect Pearls fairy there. Another image that has been made into a side-loading pocket. Gessoed and stamped. This is one of the illustrations, and I left the original text. In love, said Mrs. Hammerbotham, who seemed to perk up at this suggestion. What do you know about love? Couldn't resist. Gesso and stamping. This is a bookmark that I found in one of the books that I bought at the thrift store. It's advertising a bookseller from London or England, somewhere in there. Thought it was interesting. Again, my escape. I think we all find books an escape. This is another embellished paper clip with a flower. I do believe something very magical can happen when you read a good book. Here again is the notebook paper on top of an original page that's been punched. Here's the back of the page. It's again gessoed and stamped. Another embellished paper clip. What should I read next? I wrote those in. And an illustration of the Wind of the Willows. This is an illustration from the Trumpet of the Swan, and I made a small little envelope that forms a pocket about books are uniquely portable magic. The center of this signature with the envelope and the same, it's a repeat. Again, using that's this stamp, which just works throughout the book. This is one of the tags I made, one of many tags. It's made from a page from the book, and it goes into the pocket. The pocket is made from a page from the book and punched with a Martha Stewart punch. The original page was not gessoed, so you can see it through there, and then gessoed and stamped. More of the notebook paper. Here are those books that I made into tuck spots or side loading pockets. Here's another embellished paper clip with one of those tags. And then this is an embellished paper clip, Friends Forever When They Read Together. And again, you can see these gessoed and stamped pages throughout. This is an original page, nothing was changed, gessoed and stamped. An image from The Secret Garden. I added some lace doilies for pockets, some stamping. These are the back of pages that I added. And this is the tuck spot to the Kissed by Frog. It has a tuck spot there. And this is one of my favorite stamps that I just used once. Found this book called Courage. Oh, and this book also has 2 ribbon bookmarks that you can use. One is a flower and this green ribbon. And I found this book called Courage, and I found this little picture. Courage is not peeking at the last page of your whodunit book to find out who did it. I made it into a pocket. This is a tuck spot for an envelope, another page. Again, stamping, gesso, stamping an image from the book. I couldn't resist this page, the chapter after the chapter before the last chapter. And this is actually one of the like title pages, and thought it went well with the stamping there. Made a pocket. And books are the planes and the trains and the road. They are the destination, and journey, they are home. This is a spread right here that I about the swans. They've been gessoed, so you can journal there, and the stamping. So I just like that little spread of the swans flying. This is the center of the 3rd signature. It should look kind of familiar by now. I forgot to cut in the slits, so I used the flowers as kind of to put the envelope there. And these 2 flowers are tuck spots also. This is another book I bought about this father who reads to his daughter, and they create a lifelong bond. The books once again, and Nobody Understands My obsession with fictional characters or fictional men. And this is a scroll with a small little pocket at the bottom. Again, the gessoed and the stamping, the notebook paper. This is another embellished paper clip where you can write your own message there. Some coffee staining on those pages. The butterfly is a tuck spot. This is a pocket. You know that this is actually from the scrapbook paper, and it has that image of the gessoing, but this is what it looks like when I do it. This is when the printer does it. And a room without books is like a body without a soul. And as we come to the end of this, I left some of the original text, and this junk journal finishes with this, and I thought it was an appropriate end. He was to inhabit such a beautiful earth. How lucky he had been to solve his problems with music, how pleasant it was to look forward to another night of sleep and another day tomorrow, and the fresh morning and the light that returned with the day. Again, tuck spots with some bookmarks I found at our library, and so my junk journal comes to an end with more books. Thank you for watching this video about my junk journal for the bookish swap. And my plate, I have left it open because this is where you can write your title. I'm very tempted to write Once Upon a Time. Thank you for watching.